everyone, it's Robin here, and today we're doing something magical. Well, it's a magical holiday tag, and I'm super excited. But before we get into that, I do want to share something. So Victoria asked me in the comments below a few days ago if I would give her a close-up on something she spied in my background. This little cute guy here. So Victoria, I hope you're watching because I'm gonna give you a close-up. Now this is the owl from Bambi, and it's part of the Happy Holidays series of Christmas ceramics from Disney for like your Christmas table, I guess. And he's a sugar bowl. Look at that. Now they have others. They have other Bambi characters. I think they have a gravy boats, and you know, I'm not sure what else they have, but they have like a whole collection to deck out your Christmas table in Bambi style. But I think he's too cute to just save for my Christmas table, so he's been hanging out with us here. Let me give you a closer look. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is. Now we picked this up when we had gone to Walt Disney World this past September for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And I saw him in actually the character warehouse, so he was discounted quite a bit, so that was really nice. But I just think he is adorable. And see, he is a sugar bowl. I think he's too cute to just save for a sugar bowl. I think he just needs to hang around. I think I kind of like him too, because with this scarf, for some reason, he's also giving off some Harry Potter vibes. And I'm a real fan of Harry Potter too. Now I know he's from Bambi, but I don't know, he's giving off those vibes, but in a Disney way. So I think I'm gonna keep him up here. I always need something to put things in. You know, like all those pin backs that we keep getting because we put our pins on pin boards. I have like a whole stash of those happening. But I don't know, he's just cute. So like I said, today we're doing a magical holiday tag, and I am so excited. I have been waiting a while to do this one. I was tagged back around Thanksgiving by Terryn from TwinkleBellTerryn. Love her channel. I just adore her, and hearing about her family, and you know, watching her pin unboxings, another unboxing she does. She's just wonderful. You should definitely check her out if you haven't, but you know, you probably have because she's fabulous. Well, she tagged me in this tag, and it's one that she and Yvette from Happily Ever Evie, another awesome channel, and I'm gonna link all that down below for you guys, put together for people. So I am pretty excited to get to do it now because I wanted to save it for my Vlogmas, but I also want to get it out there because, you know, it's just fun. I love tags, so this one is fun. And again, this is the magical holiday tag. So this tag, and I'm looking down at my paper here, this tag has 12 questions, and we're gonna go through all 12 and just see where we go with this. So the first question is, what type of Christmas shopper are you? Black Friday, last minute, or all year long? Well, I tend to think all year long is kind of fun. I think my mind is always in mode of Christmas shopping, but I don't actually really purchase Christmas gifts until closer to Christmas. I will say this, I love Black Friday. I know, I'm one of those crazy people. Black Friday is not what it used to be though. I mean, it used to be such an event. You'd get up at the crack of dawn with your newspaper ads in hand and race out to stand in line to get that one thing that was being offered at a great price. I have had fun with Great Friday for many years. I mean, do you remember when DVDs and Blu-rays used to be a huge thing? I mean, we would just go out and buy stacks of those because they were always great deals on Black Fridays. I know I've gone on Black Friday shopping with my daughter Holly a lot, but my husband Rod would always go with me too. I think I introduced him to Black Friday, and that was a mistake. The first Black Friday we ever went to, we went to one store too many. And you know when that happens, when your feet just give out on you and you're so tired you can't stand it. But we had gone from morning, like at 6 a.m. till like 11 at night, and you know, just craziness. But like I said, Black Friday today isn't quite that crazy, but I do enjoy that hustle and bustle and official start to the holiday season, and I'm a Black Friday shopper. Yep, that's me. The next question is, do you like picking out your presents, or do you like being surprised? Yes. I love being surprised by gifts. I think that is just fabulous and wonderful. I love seeing what people want to give me, because oftentimes that's also a part of them too, a part of who they are when they give you a gift, and I love that. I love that so much. But I also like being surprised by gifts that I've chosen, right? You know what I'm saying here. Sometimes you want to make sure you get some of the things you really want. But the answer is a healthy yes. The next is favorite park you want to visit during the holidays or wish you could visit. Now, I have been to the parks during the holidays. I lived in Southern California, so I went to Disneyland quite a bit, and it is very decked out for the holidays. But I've also been to Walt Disney World during the holidays too, and that's a lot of fun. But you know, I will say tried and true here, I just love, I don't know, I love the Disneyland Magic Kingdom vibe during the holidays. There's something so magical about it. But I will say this, because I was reminded by this, and I think it was from the Disney sisters, Abby and Hope had mentioned something about this, that when Hollywood Studios had their Osborne lights, oh my gosh. Now, if they still had those Osborne lights, I would probably choose that in a minute, because the first time I ever saw those years ago, I was mesmerized. Those Osborne lights were absolutely gorgeous. The Osborne lights aren't there anymore, so now I would have to say, you know, Disneyland, because then I knew I would be closer to our children that are there in Southern California. But I would be good with Magic Kingdom too, because I just love the vibe of that park during the holidays. So the next one is really interesting because I have to pick one. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party at Magic Kingdom, or holidays around the world at Epcot. Now, I will say this though, I have not been to holidays around the world in Epcot, but I know I would love that because I love Epcot anyway, and I would just go hang out in all those countries all day long if I could. But I do love hearing about holiday traditions in other countries. This is just one of those things that I have. And I would like to go to the candlelight processional and do all those and see all of the Santas and the Christmas stories that are being read in the different countries. And these are all the things that I've heard about, and taste all the Christmas foods, and that's what I imagine. I have been to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and I'm going to say this, even though I haven't been to the other one and I think it would be fabulous, I would have to pick Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party for sure. If I could only have one choice, that's where I would go. Rod and I went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party for the first time last year, and I'm telling you, that was amazing. We had so much fun running around to all the different attractions and rides. There were very little lines for them because most of the people were hanging out in the meet and greet lines. We had cocoa and cookies. Oh my gosh, the cookies were amazing, and it was a lot of fun. But I will say this, the clincher for it has to be the parade. When we were nearing the end of the evening and the parade was about to start, we had watched the castle show, and we were walking down Main Street, and there were places right on Main Street, right on the curb there, open. And I said, I'm sitting here. We're watching the parade. And because, you know, usually when we go to Magic Kingdom or Disneyland, the parade is always crowded, and I'm not one, and neither is Rod, who really likes to stand around and wait a long time for the parade. So oftentimes we've seen the parade either behind a bunch of people or as we're walking around and that type of thing. But for this holiday parade, I knew I wanted to watch it, and I saw that opening right on Main Street, and I sat myself down, and the parade came by in front of me, and I was so immersed in it. There was snow coming down. Well, it was Snope. I think that, isn't it soap that they do? But the snow was coming down, and the music was playing, and the characters were going by. It was the most magical experience, seriously, of any time I've had in a Disney park. That is really high on my list of favorite moments at a Disney park, was sitting there for that parade last year at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And oh, you know, when you're watching the intros to all of these videos, that's the parade. That's from my vantage point. That was where I was sitting. I'm using the footage from my parade from last year because I couldn't go this year, but I'm reliving it from watching it last year. So if you ever have a chance to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, I would say absolutely go. It is well worth it. And you want the Christmas feels, you will get them there for sure. So what's my favorite holiday Disney park food? So whenever I get that question, I know I always answer Dole Whip because seriously, that's what it is. And I'm telling you, when I went last holiday, I think I probably had a Dole Whip. But I'm gonna go beyond that a little bit. One snack that Rod and I really love, or that I really loved that when we get, is the caramel apples. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Those caramel apples. And they're just like ooey and gooey and caramely, and they have that tart green apple inside and the sweetness of the caramel, and they're just like huge and ornate and decorated like Mickey and Minnie. And you know, that is for me a decadent type of dessert that I love around the holidays. And I don't know, I always think of caramel apples, I think of Disney, and yeah, the caramel apples for sure. What's my favorite holiday pin? I'm glad you asked that question. I love the pins, and you know, I'm a new collector this year, so a lot of the pins I'm getting now. Like, we're filling up our jingle board with pins from mystery boxes, but I do have some pin mail coming up, and I do have some pins coming in, and I do want to share this one pin now because I'm telling you, I saw this pin and yeah, I'm amazed. Look at this. I got the Chip and Dale limited edition pin for this year. It is so cute. I'm gonna take it off this backer so I can give you a closer look. I am having a real thing with Chip and Dale right now this holiday season. You know, I always kind of like the chipmunks anyway, but for some reason around Christmas, I adore Chip and Dale. This pin was released this month and it's limited edition of 6,000, so that's really pretty fun. It says season's greetings, but I just love, look at this. As if Chip and Dale weren't cute enough, look at what they do. Oh my gosh, this pin is amazing. Chip is Santa and Dale is his little elf. This pin is amazing. I love this pin. Amazing. The next question is, what is your favorite Disney ornament? And it is Mickey and Minnie Mouse, of course, because I always equate me and Rod with Mickey and Minnie Mouse. They are my favorite Disney couple, but they are very Polynesian or Hawaiian, whichever you want to say, and they have a ukulele. Check it out. So look at how much fun they're having there together. I just love this ornament. I think the coloring on it is absolutely beautiful. I love this old school Hawaiian look they have going on, and I love the ukulele. So Rod and I did go to Disney World last year to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, so this kind of commemorated our holiday there. But we've gone to Hawaii quite a few times together, and love the Hawaii music, love anything that has to do with that type of, it reminds me of like Tiki Room and Hawaii and luau and all of that. But it also has a ukulele, and Rod and I do have a little history with the ukulele, and maybe you guys will we'll get a little privy to that here sometime this Vlogmas. So there is that. So this ornament just speaks wonders about us and the year that we had last year, and I love it, love it, love it. So it's my favorite Disney ornament for sure. So cute. Mele Kalikimaka. The next question is, what is your favorite holiday movie? And it can be a Disney or a non-Disney movie or both. So, you know, this year at the end of every one of my Vlogmas videos, I'm opening 2 advent calendars. One is a mystery pin advent calendar, but the other is a movie advent calendar that I created. So you know I must love the holiday movies. Well, it's fun because last night, so yesterday's advent calendar, I pulled my favorite holiday movie, and well, I do love a lot of them and they all vie up there. Christmas Vacation can't be beat. I absolutely adore that movie, and it was really fun that I pulled that from the advent calendar yesterday, because this upcoming weekend we have tickets to see Christmas Vacation at our theater on the big screen in the giant lounge chairs. I mean, I have a reserved seat and everything, so yes, that is definitely my favorite movie. Now, I don't know what it is about that Griswold family, but I just want to be a part of it. I think the house they're in, the perfect family Christmas that he's trying to have, and then all the mayhem that happens is so typical of family fun. I can't even say, I don't even know what my favorite part is about that movie. I know that I quote a lot of that movie all the time. A heartwarming part is when he's stuck up in the attic when everyone goes shopping without him, but he finds the old film reels and he starts watching videos. You know, that was before though he falls down when somebody, you know, pulls down the ladder. But I do just love that movie. It marks the Christmas season for me, for sure, hands down, my favorite holiday movie. The next question is, if you could be a character in any Christmas movie, who would it be? Well, Elf, for sure. Now, let me explain. So, Elf is another one of those movies that I absolutely love near Christmas time. But you know, Will Ferrell, I think, did a great job as Elf. I just heard that Jim Carrey almost had that part, and I'm thinking that movie could have gone just a whole different direction. Now, I love Jim Carrey anyway, so that it has nothing to do with it, but I think different actors bring a different thing, a different element to characters that they play. And Will Ferrell played the character of Elf, Buddy the Elf, with such an innocence that I absolutely adore it. I want to be Elf because he lives up in the North Pole, hangs out with Santa, and makes toys. Yes, 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 that would be fun. He eats pretty much whatever he wants. Look at all that sugar he can eat. Good for him, right? But more so because he has this great childlike vision of the world, and that things should be fun and warm and fuzzy. But I love the fun factor in it. Everything is fun. And you know, I think life should really be that way. I think we should all approach life with everything just needs to be fun. Find the comedy in everything. Find the lightness of everything. And you know, I would love to do that. So yeah. Oh, he makes great snowflakes garlands. He also is a fantastic Etch-a-Sketch artist, and the woodworking skills, seriously. So yeah, I want to be Elf. He is amazing. The next question is, if you could be under the mistletoe with any Disney character, who would it be? Ha! Chewbacca, hands down, absolutely. You know, a few years ago, I went to Disneyland and I was with my daughter Holly, and we went into the meet and greet lines, and we were gonna meet Darth Vader, and I think Boba Fett was there, and Chewbacca was there. And we got in the Chewbacca line, and while I was in the line, as I started getting closer and I heard his, oh, I can't do it, but I heard his sounds he makes, I started getting really excited. He is a very tall meet and greet, and as I got closer and started seeing him, I don't know, I got all emotional. I was gonna meet Chewbacca. That was like amazing. And he was a wonderful meet and greet. He gave the absolute best hugs, and I just like fanned out all over him. I was like the biggest emotional fangirl you would ever see. I just had a wonderful, wonderful time, and you know, clearly we had a connection there. So absolutely, hands down, under the mistletoe, Chewbacca, for sure. The next question is, would you rather experience Christmas at a Disney park in 1971 or 2100 or 2100? I don't know how we're saying it these days. So, you know, looking forward to the future, well, that's awesome, because can you imagine all the amazing things that would be happening? But you know, I tend to think, I also like how I like being rooted in the history. So yeah, I think I would like to go back to 1971 and try to see what it was like again. You know, if I were to go into 2100, I wouldn't have evolved to that. I mean, it's just bam, bam. I probably wouldn't even recognize the place. So maybe going back and seeing it, what would be there? I wonder, I can try to remember, so many things had changed. I mean, the skybucks are probably still going through the Matterhorn, that's for sure. There's probably the big pirate ship would be in the middle of Fantasyland. Oh, and Fantasyland would be completely different. The teacup ride would be where, like, over by where the carousel is now in Disneyland, because that all got shifted around. So that would be kind of cool. But yeah, I know I should be a forward thinker, but I like to reminisce too. So I'm gonna choose 1971. Oh, and our last question is, what is a special tradition that we have? Now, I love traditions that happen in families, and you know, a lot of them don't even start out like huge. They start out little too, like the tradition I had with the Advent, like I'm doing with the Advent calendars with the movies. I mean, that started as just trying to get through a Friday night saying, here everybody put your pajamas on, we're having a movie night and pick a movie out of the bowl. So, and that started that, so that's really fun. But I love traditions that are rooted in like a culture or where you're from. And my grandmother, I am part English and Scottish. My grandmother comes from England, and so we get a lot of that tradition here. And I, for every year, do Christmas crackers. I love Christmas crackers. And I don't know if anybody else in the family, they don't, I think they have fun with it. I really do. But I mean, it probably is more meaningful to me because they just think it's kind of a fun thing to do. But Christmas crackers, I think they did originate in England. If I remember correctly, it has something to do with a candy maker wanting to market his candy better. So he put it in something fun. But a Christmas cracker is something that we've put at our dinner table for a Christmas dinner or whenever we have our Christmas meal. And everybody pulls them open beforehand. So I'm gonna pull this open for you guys. See, cracker. I'm glad it worked because sometimes it doesn't because it kind of scares me. Anyway. So you open it up. Now you can get Christmas crackers around. I know I've seen them at like World Market. I've seen them at Target before. You can get them on Amazon, but I'm telling you this, when you get a Christmas cracker, you have to make sure there is something inside that's proper. Now, they usually comes with like a joke or a riddle or saying or something, a little toy, and a hat. And a lot of the Christmas crackers today are neglecting to put in the hat because they're putting in better toys. Well, I'm sorry, but if you don't have the hat, you don't have a Christmas cracker. So we're gonna put this on here. And the hat is super fun. It's made out of tissue. Look at this. Oh my gosh, this just feels like Christmas. Now, it's like a crown. See, and you just put it on your head. There we go, there we go. This is how you eat your dinner for Christmas. It's like a crown. If you think about it, it's kind of like the We Three Kings of Orient are, like the three wise men that came, something like that. So also you get this little, you get like a little joke or question. It's, what do you get if you team Santa with a detective? Did I hear the right answer? You get Santa clues. So here, look at this. So see, look at that. That's fun. Got something else going on down at the bottom. Oh, this one has charades. So they put a charade movie at the bottom so you can play a game during dinner. And my charade would have been, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's appropriate, isn't it? Oh my gosh, that would have been fun. Like how you would do that. So it'd be 4 words. Oh, movie, right? You would do that. And you would go, I don't know how you do. I would do framed first. I would do second word. And I would be like, I don't know. I look more like I'm voguing, like Madonna. Rabbit, you just hop around. So yeah, that'd be fun. Hopefully you have an uncle named Roger, because then you could just point at him and, you know, there we go. Now I have no idea what this is. Could that seriously be? They look like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna open this. Where's my scissors? Never have my scissors when I need them, right? I've never seen a toy like this before. This is crazy. There's like all these little pieces and they are seriously bowling pins. So I could line them up and there is a little bowling ball. So let me show you a couple of these. Oh my gosh, they're gonna all fall. So they're so tiny. So there's my bowling pins that I can line up at the dinner table. And there's my bowling ball, I can knock them all down. Get a strike. So much fun. So yeah, our English traditions are fun, right? So, there we go. And now it's time for me to tag a few people. I have 3 people in mind, and the first person I'm gonna tag is Karen from Karen's USA Adventures. Karen, you are tagged. Now, I am having a great time watching Karen's Vlogmas. She is hilarious. I absolutely love her channel. You should go check her out because you will have a lot of fun, and that's for sure. The second person I'm gonna tag is Vicky from Vixen Lost in Disney. Vicky, you are tagged. I love Vicky's channel too, and she's doing Vlogmas also. But she also, she does a lot of Disney content, but she also does a lot of other types of unboxings too. And if you like the villains, and if you like Harry Potter, you might enjoy Vicky's channel for sure. Now the third person I want to tag is someone very special and close to me, and it's my husband Rod. Oh, hello Rodney. Rod, you are tagged. Now, I think I'm just tagging him because I want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear his answers to these. He'll do a great job, I'm sure. Now, if I didn't tag you, please feel free to do this tag. This magical holiday tag that was created by Terryn from TwinkleBellTerryn and Yvette from Happily Ever Evie is a fun one, and I really enjoyed doing it. So I will leave all of the questions down below. So if you want to do it, you'll have them there, and if you do, please let me know because I would love to watch your video. So with that, this was a great time, but now let's cue the advent calendars. So it's time to open our advent calendars. As usual, let's start with the movie first. And let's open our box and see what great movie we're gonna pull today. So we have a joy box, so let's see what's in here. A joyful movie, I'm sure. Have a Merry Christmas. Well, I will. Thank you very much. So, oh my gosh, from 1983, it's a Disney classic. Mickey's Christmas Carol. I adore this movie. Now, Mickey's Christmas Carol is really fun. It's just a retelling of the very famous Christmas Carol movie, you know, in the sense of an animation with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Scrooge McDuck and other of your favorite characters. And now, because like I said, when I made the calendar, I only had like 24 spots. There are so many versions of A Christmas Carol. There are tons out there you could definitely watch for sure. I chose Mickey's Christmas Carol because it's Disney and it gives me the warm feels, and my kids used to watch it with me, and I love this movie. And you know, I think I might watch that again because it's a lot of fun. Anyway, what a great movie idea for sure. So let's see what's in our pin calendar. So let's check December 6th and see what we have. So exciting. So this bag feels a little bigger. We've been opening a lot of Tsum Tsums these past few days, haven't we? Oh, this one's bigger. Oh, it's one of the princess portraits. And it's Snow White. She's so beautiful. Check her out. So this pin is really beautiful with this gold frame. The Snow White is a portrait in the center, and she has her woodland creatures with her and some leaves, but there's her apple down there too. So the detail on this pin is just fabulous. And she's in a really pretty dress, which I always say is a very iconic classic colors with the blue and the yellow. Beautiful, beautiful pin. And I have a Seven Dwarfs collection, and I'm getting more and more Snow White, so I'm beginning to really adore this princess. I love her short hair too, with her bow in her hair. Oh my gosh, so cute, so pretty, so pretty. So this was amazing. Now, I hope you all are having a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.